What's up, y'all? It's your boy JD. My book report was on Team of Rivals, The Political Genius of Abraham Lincoln by Doris Kearns Goodwin. Now, the book seems rather intimidating as it's almost 1,000 pages, but I'm telling you, it's a great read. I would highly recommend it. Five stars easy. But Goodwin is a remarkable author, and the words she uses, along with Lincoln's quotes, is just great. I mean, you might not like it, you may think it's boring, especially since it's long, but it's a good book. There's also a movie about it. Steven Spielberg actually directed it, called Lincoln. Some of you probably have seen it. But Goodwin goes into great detail on how Lincoln had to deal with a civil war, his own Republican Party fighting with him, or almost was a split, and the Republican Party was just being formed. So this was crucial even for the Republicans. And he also had to deal with so much opposition because everyone hated him at first and almost wanted him to get out of office, but slowly he used empathy and patience to win over everyone, which is why we remember him, and he has such a good legacy, besides, obviously, being shot, which many of us only know. But Lincoln, what he should be known for and what this book really develops is his character and how he was a good person, genuine. But under all that pressure, he didn't play hardball, he didn't play politics, he just was Abraham Lincoln. And that's one of the key things I took away from the whole entire book, that you just do you. Everyone has their own purpose, everyone has their own time. And Abraham Lincoln was the leader that we needed during this crucial moment in our history. Without him, things could look very different. One of the quotes that Goodwin ends her book with, and I put in my paper, Abraham Lincoln's writing the second inaugural address, speaking it, and he says, "With malice toward none, with charity for all." That was his visionary for the pathway to a reconstructed union. And what he's saying basically here is, our nation, America, should not have malice for anyone. Like the Civil War, people belonging to brothers, sisters, cousins were fighting against each other and killing each other. But instead, we should have charity for all. And Goodwin ends her book right here saying that the legacy of Abraham Lincoln belonged not only to America and the deathless name that he sought, but to the ages to be revered and sung throughout all time. And we do remember Abraham Lincoln. He's one of the most popular presidents for everything he did. But if you're really interested and fascinated by this book, it's just incredible. And I mean, I couldn't think of a better biographical book ever written. It's just literally that good. But I have put some clips in this video. I hope you guys enjoy. It's about Abraham Lincoln in this book specifically. Got them together and put them together. But I hope you see that the stress that Lincoln faced during this time was immense and unlike no other. I mean, we think Trump has it better now. There was a civil war that he had to deal with. His son died. The Republican Party was almost, I mean, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, the Civil War was won, and it all was for the good. Sadly, though, we all do know that Abraham Lincoln died 5 days after the Civil War. Well, yeah, 5 days after the Civil War, he was shot and died the next day. But he was a man with great integrity, great character, great patience, and he was truly a great president. But without further ado, let's watch these videos.
Euclid's first common notion is this: things which are equal to the same thing are equal to each other. That's a rule of mathematical reasoning. It's true because it works. Has done and always will do.
We here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Congress must never declare equal those whom God created unequal.
Leave the Constitution alone.
We're stepped out upon the world stage now, with the fate of human dignity in our hands. Blood's been spilt to afford us this moment. Now!
Abraham Lincoln has asked us to work with him to accomplish the death of slavery.
No one's ever been loved so much by the people. Don't waste that power.
This fight is for the United States of America.
I hope you all enjoyed those videos, and I hope it really put into perspective in a picture of what Lincoln had to face and what he accomplished. I'd like to close with a quote that Abraham Lincoln said that was very inspirational and my favorite part of the book. He said, "Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Whether it be true or not, I can say for one that I have no other ambition so great as that of their esteem. How far I shall succeed in gratifying this ambition is yet to be developed." And he said that when he was 23 years old. He had a long life to live. But what we learned from that is, Lincoln used his upbringing, his poor education, to fuel himself and motivate himself to become a person who was a leader. And what I get from that quote is that no matter what our dream is, what our ambition is, we always still have to make a difference. And what Lincoln did is he took what he had, took what his strengths were, and really put them in the broad perspective and did a great job of it. And Abraham Lincoln was one of the best presidents that we've had under all the pressure he faced. And his second term, he probably could have accomplished a lot more, but his time came to an end. But I really highly recommend this book to anyone who's interested in Lincoln, anyone who just wants a good read, because it's totally worth it. You can gain a lot of knowledge.